Scott Dunn, talking about your job, adventure, or safety. The key to living a better story. Scott.
Good morning. I pictured a lot fewer people when I was practicing this, so let's get going. Let's imagine for a moment that you're going to go out and you're going to get in shape for a marathon. You're going to go with some training, and you go to the gym, you ask for a personal trainer, and the person that they send out is not what you would necessarily expect. This is the person that's going to help you get from point A to point B. So when you're going there and doing that activity, the person we would want to see is not this guy, right? Think about it for a moment. What if you go to visit your doctor and he's smoking outside the office? What if your counselor has anger issues? What if your CPA is being audited by the IRS? Right? So we're all here because we believe in Scrum, right? We advocate Scrum. We're Scrum Masters, product owners, coaches, trainers. We believe in this stuff, right? So we think what that is, that might be these things over here, like vision, roadmap, release planning, working agreements, continuous improvement. I'm just crazy talking, but just for a moment, can we think about what if we applied this stuff in our own life? What if we actually did this ourselves? What would that look like? It could look like something like this. Your own personal vision, a career roadmap. What are you doing this week? Are you continuously improving in your own relationships as far as Kaizen? Do you have a self-working agreement with work-life balance? Now, imagine it's just me and 1,000 of you in my kitchen having coffee, right? We live in an adult cohort that is the most medicated, most addicted, most obese in history, right? How's it working for you in your own personal lives? Now, we love Scrum because it's great at project work because projects are complex, right? Isn't life complex? How many of you right now, you picture when you're age 16, no, I'm probably going to be right here, right? How's your marriage, men? Was it what you expected when you first got married? My kids, they're all beta. It's a big experiment. I don't know what the market's going to think yet. So, shouldn't we be dogfooding this, right? Doesn't that make sense? If nothing else, wouldn't it build empathy with the people we're working with? Like, I get it. It's hard. I'm trying to do this myself, right? That's very, very powerful. So what does that look like? Well, here's a little bit of ours. We've tried different tools, right? There's my kids doing the burn downs, etc. We're working this stuff. We're learning as we go. It's stop, start, we're having our own little fits. The product owner is not me. Let's just be honest, it's the wife, right? Ladies already know that, okay? So what I've learned is it's hard to do this if I don't have a big picture vision. So storyline is a tool that I've come to really appreciate that's helped me. It comes from the work of Donald Miller, looking at the classic storyline of a character, right, in the story. What happens for them, right? If your life was a movie, what would it look like on the movie poster? Would we want to go see it? We go and see those other movies because those are interesting, those are exciting, right? But who's writing your story? You can pick up the pen and you can change the next chapter. So this is the circle that we look at. Now, Stuart already did a masterful job of looking at who are you. So let's talk about what do you want. When we talk about what you want, it's not self-promotion, it's not more stuff. A great movie isn't about a guy who wants to go get a Mercedes, right? So for me, what I found is the most enduring thing, my legacy is my relationships. Right? Come back around to a whole lot of time spent on that. Right? So where are those at and how am I doing with that? All Scrum did at life was make it clear that I wasn't moving us forward and I wasn't getting done what I said I'd do for our family. Makes it black and white. Now that brought up a little bit of conflict at home. We had some tough retrospectives, okay? So conflict is actually good. I'm an avoider of conflict. It's not easy. But if you see conflict as what changes you, think about the classic storyline. It's a great guy who wants something and overcomes obstacles to get that. I mean, can Rocky still enter the ring at age 76 and Rocky 14 or whatever? So conflict changes us. That's the process that we go through. Going for that goal, climbing that mountain, isn't about the mountain peak. When I was growing up in Colorado, they said that the mountain, that climbing experience was the journey itself. That journey of transformation and going through all that, that's what's powerful. So look at conflict that way as you face it. Setting goals just makes it clear. Let's imagine for a moment I say, hey, let's go run a marathon. You're saying this is going to be hard, Scott. I get it. A marathon's hard, but it's possible. Don't say I can't do it. I'm not saying run the marathon tomorrow. But if you decide tomorrow that you're going to run that marathon, what you will do is begin the process of change. You'll go out and buy running shoes. You'll go get the couch to 5K app, and you'll start moving. And with enough time and energy on your part, you can get there. So for me, as I wrestled through that, part of this was triggered yesterday when I watched that great video of the upcoming Certified Agile Leadership. You can see on my calendar, I was supposed to be there. I was working with these guys. I love that kind of stuff. But when it came time, if everything's important, then nothing is. And my counselor will say, busy, 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 Scott, and I had to scratch that. Let's look at another example. Luke Skywalker, what was he like at the beginning? Kind of a milquetoasty guy, right? What does he want? To be a Jedi. What obstacles does he face? Lots of stormtroopers. He's got some father issues. Right? He works through that, and at the end of the movie, he's this great character. So for you, what's the plan? Scrum's great at doing something. We've got this great gift of that. So do something, and then inspect and adapt. Find what works for you. For us, it's the review, retro, and planning meeting happen on Sunday afternoons because everyone's there. And look at that as an opportunity to just do something and inspect and adapt. I'd also add, who are your heroes? It helps to see skin on the bones of real people out there who have had obstacles they had to overcome, and it was transformative, and they made a bigger contribution because of that. Nelson Mandela and the hero from Unbroken are two recent ones for me, but they're not the only heroes. I really believe we have heroes right here waiting to happen. Right? Full of people with your unique strengths, your gifts, your experience, and we need you because there's no one else there like you to do that. And what if? Right? Ask the big question, what if? I stepped into that. What if we as a Scrum community came to be known with this great gift of Scrum and our own personal transformation? Why aren't we known as the most transformative, most focused, most impactful, most vision-oriented people out there in any sector of any industry, of any country, any background there is? If not us, then who? Who would lead that change? And if not now, when? Is there going to be a better time in your life? So I say go for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to our pechakucha speakers.